Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful and blessed Wednesday evening. Here is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. Our lawmakers are working on multiple bills right now. So in today's video, I will also be going over which proposals will benefit you the most. Thank you so much for being here. I post several times a day to bring you up to date on the latest stimulus news and information. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away another $75 Amazon gift card. To enter the giveaway, all you'll have to do is subscribe to my channel, share and like this video, and leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone.
That's why I've introduced the American Families Plan tonight, which addresses four of the biggest challenges facing American families and in turn America. First is access to good education. When this nation made 12 years of public education universal in the last century, it made us the best educated, best prepared nation in the world. It's, I believe, the overwhelming reason that propelled us to where we got in the 20th century. But the world's caught up or catching up. They're not waiting. I would say parenthetically, if we were sitting down, we set a bipartisan committee together and said, okay, we're going to decide what we do in terms of government providing for free education. I wonder whether we'd think, as we did in the 20th century, that 12 years is enough in the 21st century. I doubt it. 12 years is no longer enough today to compete with the rest of the world in the 21st century. That's why my American Families Plan guarantees 4 additional years of public education for every person in America, starting as early as we can. The great universities in this country have conducted studies of the last 10 years. It shows that adding 2 years of universal high-quality preschool for every 3-year-old and 4-year-old, no matter what background they come from, puts them in the position to be able to compete all the way through 12 years, and increases exponentially their prospect of graduating and going on beyond graduation. The research shows when a young child goes to school, not daycare, they're far more likely to graduate from high school and go to college or something after high school. When you add 2 years of free community college on top of that, you begin to change the dynamic. We can do that. And we'll increase Pell Grants and invest in historical black colleges and universities, tribal colleges, minority-serving institutions. The reason is they don't have the endowments, but their students are just as capable of learning about cybersecurity, just as capable of learning about metallurgy, all the things that are going on that provide those jobs of the future.
Joe Biden will also be shifting his focus beyond the current crisis to infrastructure. The White House has provided excerpts of his speech, and according to the White House, Biden will say, "I can report to the nation, America is on the move again, turning peril into possibility, crisis into opportunity, setback into strength." But everyone, the most important part of his speech is when he unveils his American Families Plan. The plan is expected to be worth around $1.8 trillion. The package is said to include universal preschool, 2 years of free community college, and expanded access to childcare. Just last month, President Joe Biden announced his $2 trillion infrastructure and jobs package. So the American Families Plan is the second phase of Biden's 2-part push to boost the economy. According to the excerpts, Joe Biden will speak directly to Americans who feel left behind and forgotten in an economy that's rapidly changing, and will argue that his economic proposals will create millions of jobs that do not require a college or associate's degree. President Biden has faced opposition from Republican lawmakers and some moderate Democrats over his proposal to raise taxes on the wealthiest Americans to fund his proposed programs. With an evenly divided Senate and a slim majority in the House, President Biden faces an uphill battle in Congress. I will be updating you on all the details as quickly as possible, so please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. Joe Biden's American Families Plan will definitely provide many of you with more stimulus money. Reportedly, Biden's proposal calls for having low and middle income families pay no more than 7% of their income on childcare for kids younger than age 5. Parents earning up to 1.5 times the median income in their state would qualify. According to CNN, the president also wants to invest more in childcare workforce to bring the wages up to $15 an hour, from the typical $12.24 hourly rate they earned in 2020. The American Families Plan would also provide workers with a total of 12 weeks of guaranteed paid parental, family, and personal illness safe leave. Workers would receive up to $4,000 a month through the National Leave Program, with a minimum of 2/3 of their wages replaced. The White House estimates that the program will cost $225 billion over 10 years. Unfortunately, about 30 million private sector workers, many of whom are low-income earners and part-time, did not have any paid sick leave before this crisis. That is why it is very important for our lawmakers to provide paid leave. Several Democratic lawmakers in Congress already support universal paid leave. The American Families Plan would also maintain the new enhanced child tax credit for another 4 years, and it would make it fully refundable permanently, which would also truly help so many Americans. Democrats have already passed a 1-year expansion of the child tax credit as part of the March relief bills. Families with children under the age of 6 will receive $3,600 per child, while those with kids ages between 6 and 17 will receive $3,000 for each child for 2021. That's up from the maximum of $2,000 per child under the age of 17. Now, President Joe Biden also needs to pass another round of stimulus checks. Despite that financial assistance, millions of Americans remain in financial distress, with about 6 in 10 people saying their income remains below crisis levels. Unemployment is still very high, especially in low-wage industries such as food services and hospitality. A 4th round of stimulus checks definitely needs to be passed very soon. 21 Democratic senators have signed a letter to Biden in support of recurring stimulus payments, pointing out that the $1,400 payment being distributed by the IRS will not tide people over for long. While the letter does not specify how large a payments and senators are seeking, other Democratic lawmakers have already pushed for $2,000 monthly checks until this crisis is over. Even top economists have called for more direct aid to Americans. Over 150 economists signed a letter to the president that argued for recurring direct stimulus payments, lasting until the economy recovers. I believe that it's a great idea if the Biden administration decides to include another stimulus payment into the American Families Plan. It is very likely that Democrats will use the budget reconciliation process once again to pass Biden's infrastructure plan. So our Democratic lawmakers might as well add a 4th stimulus check in there. So that is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful this evening. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to answer any questions that you may have. Do not forget to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway, which is scheduled for this coming Friday evening. All you'll have to do is subscribe to my channel, share and like this video, and leave a comment below. Thank you, everyone, and have a very, very blessed day.